Hello students, today we'll start the new lesson, Industries of Karnataka. What is industry? Industry is a place wherein we convert the raw materials into a finished product. It's a place where the raw material is converted into a finished product is known as a manufacturing industry or a industry. Okay. And growth of industries plays a very important role in the development of any state in the country. We have many natural resources and raw materials. As you all know that we cannot use it directly. They have to be processed or refined. For example, we can see that a sugar cane. We have to convert the sugar cane into a sugar, or iron ore into a steel, and similarly cotton into a textile, and wood pulp into a paper. So like this, raw material has to be converted into a finished product. So industry is the conversion of raw material and other resources into a useful product, and it is known as a manufacturing industry. So that is the meaning of industry. Okay. So we have several uses from the industry. That is, industry plays a vital role in the economic growth of a country. For example, with the development of industry, you could see the other sectors are also will be benefited. For example, like you take the industries providing the tractors and other modern inputs to the agricultural sector. So who will benefit from this? The farmers. Okay. So it improves the working condition of the farmers, and also it helps the improve the lifestyle of the farmers, and it makes the work of the farmers very easy, and it saves the time, and also he can concentrate on other occupation also. So like this, it saves and helps the farmers. Okay. Similarly, industries also help us in producing the arms and ammunition for the defense of the country, which is very essential for the condition like at present, where we are facing several problems. Okay, where it becomes extremely vulnerable if you do not have these arms and ammunitions. Similarly, this industries also helps in domestic, that means increase in the domestic goods. What is this domestic goods? That is goods manufactured by our own country. Okay, so as you produce more and more goods in the industry, what happen? We can export to the other country. So when we export to the other country, what happen? We will get the revenue, that is in the form of a tax, and in the form of the like excise tax and income tax, and also in the form of an indirect tax. So what happen? It increases the revenue of the state. Okay, so like this, there are several benefits from the establishment of the industries in. Further, industrialization also causes to the increase in the people income. That is, the individual income also increases. And as the individual income increases, what happens is the standard of living will also improve. And as the income increases, you could see their savings, their investment, and the rate of spending also increases automatically. Okay, this is an event for the rapid growth of industries. This is all because of the growth of industries in Karnataka. Okay. At last but not the least, industries also provides an employment to the people of the country. Okay, and it eliminates the problem of unemployment, and even it eliminates the pressure on the agriculture, that means agricultural land. And thus, when it provides employment to the people, it solves the problem of economic and social problem of a country. Okay, and it also even helps to reduce the pressure on the agriculture. What happen? If they do not have industries, more and more people will start depending on the agriculture, that is on the farmland. Okay, but when you establish more industries, what happen? People start migrating to the place where they have industry, and they engage in that, and they work. Okay, so like that the people will be distributed. Okay, so like this, it helps, okay, even to reduce the pressure on the agricultural sectors. Okay, so like this, the growth of industries plays a very important role in the development of any state, okay, in the country. Okay, and when it comes to our state, okay, so we have various industries in our state. It's because that our state has got a lot of resources. It means abundant of mineral resources, and also it has got the like a very good climate, and also sufficient water facilities, transportation facilities. They have a skilled labor, and also we have a modern technology. Okay, so all these factors have contributed to the growth of industry in us, in our state. Okay, so these factors like presence of abundant of mineral resources, raw material, ideal climate, sufficient water facility, transportation facilities, wide market. So all these factors have enabled our state to establish more and more industries in our state. Okay, so today it has become one of the leading industrial state. Okay, Bangalore, the capital of Karnataka, is the IT hub. We could see many IT companies have also been set up in our state, and also it has become the fourth largest technological cluster in the world. Okay, and the largest software exporting state of India also. So Bangalore has become the largest software exporting state of India. Okay, so like this, Karnataka has textile industries, agro-based industries, automobile industries, and many heavy industries also. Okay, and it is also been said that around 50% of the branches of the biotechnology is being found in our state, and it is contributing, that is 60% of the income of this biotechnology is also been contributed to our state. So like this, agriculture, like this, industries plays a vital role in the growth of the economy of our state. So growth of industries plays a very important role in the development of any state in the country. Sir M. Visvesvarayya's contribution to the establishment of the industries in Karnataka is remarkable. That is, the credit of establishing many industries in Karnataka goes to Sir M. Visvesvaraya. Okay, he believed in the motto of industrialize or perish. Okay, so this motto has laid the foundation for the many industries in Karnataka. After the first hydroelectric power generation started at Shivanasamudra in 1902, many industries were established, and those industries were mainly the industries which produces the essential commodities like rice mills and the tile factories. All these industries have come into existence. And afterwards, that is in the 1923, many manufacturing units like iron and steel industry factory, paper mills, cement, paint, sugar, sandal factory industry, all these industries have come into existence, and all these were established before the independence, pre-independence period. Okay, and Mysore state has become the model for those industries in Karnataka. Okay, and the main reason for these industries to be established in Mysore region, it is because of the interest of the British as well as the Mysore kings. So it is the interest of this British and the Mysore kings which enable the many industries to be established in Mysore province. Okay, so after independence, that is after we got independence, several industrial policies were implemented by the central government, and this has enabled further to the industrial development in Karnataka. And as a result of this, many industries have come up in Karnataka, like iron and steel industry, then a heavy electronic industry, that is the BHEL, aluminum industry, sugar industry, and many ITBT industries have also come into existence after Indian independence. Now we'll know about the iron and steel industry. As you all know, Karnataka, a state that is rich in the mineral resources, and it is also one of the leading industrial state of the country. And Karnataka occupies the first place. That means it's a pride of being the first state of India to establish this iron and steel factory. Okay, and this iron and steel factory is one of the leading industry, or a key industry we can say, which is referred for the industrial progress. It means that various other industries depend on this, like power plant industries, heavy and light machine industries, automobile industries. All these industries depend on the iron and steel industries for the growth and expansion. Okay, So Sir M. Vishveshwaraya's foresightedness enabled us this iron and steel industries to be set up in Bhadravati, that is in Shumaga, in the year 1923. So it is because of his foresightedness this iron and steel industry was set up in Bhadravati. And district like Chikmagalur, Chitradurga, Ballari, they have a rich deposit of iron ore. Okay, and this rich deposit of iron ore is also one of the reason for the establishment of this iron and steel industry at Bhadravati. Okay, so the history of iron and steel industries setting up in our state can be traced back before the pre-independence period. That is, before independence only this industry was established in our state. Okay, so this is the first industry that was established, and this is one of the first public sector, that means government owned sector in Karnataka. Okay, and when it was started, it was named as a Mysore, that means Mysore Iron and Steel Limited, that means MSIL. Okay, so it is named as a MSIL, Mysore Iron and Steel Industry, and later on it was named as a Vishveshwaraya Iron and Steel Plant, that means VSIL, Vishveshwaraya Iron and Steel Limited. Okay, and totally it has been said that it produces 15 million ton of steel annually. Okay, and it has also considered as one of the major industry in our state, and it is all because of under the supervision of Sir M. Vishveshwar. Karnataka, as you all know, has a vast region, that means the region of abundant of mineral resources. And Karnataka has a vast resources of iron ore, which is very, very essential. That means it is one of the most essential resources that is needed for the iron and steel industry. And this is found in abundance in Kemmanagundi. So the abundance of iron ore deposit from Kemmanagundi is one of the reason that is found for the establishment of iron and steel in Karnataka. And again, limestone from the Bandigudda, and also the water from the Bhadra river, and the manganese from the Sandur, and also this hydroelectric power generation, that is from the Sharavati river. Okay, all these factors have helped to establish the iron and steel industry at Bhadravati. Okay, and in the beginning it has been said that firewood was being used. Okay, later on, after the Sharavati hydroelectric power generation station was established, the iron and steel industry has begun to use this hydroelectric power. Okay, so vast resources of iron ore and manganese, limestone, and availability of this power supply, transportation facilities, all these factors have enabled to establish this iron and steel industry at Bhadravati. Okay, and Karnataka also has many steel plants. Apart from this Bhadravati iron and steel, it has also got many steel plants that are also contributing for the growth of the industries in our state. Okay, so another important iron and steel industries that has been found in our state is the Jindal Vijayanagara Steel Limited, which has been found in Ballari district, and it was established in the year 2001. Okay, and this also produces the iron and steel. So this is about the iron and steel industries of Karnataka.